Hello everyone, and welcome back to another WARNO deck deep dive. This time featuring the 56 VDV. We're going into the dark side, as this is currently the best division in the game. It has been nerfed a bit over the last couple of patches, but it is still the top dog. It might not be the top dog for much longer, with the current patches coming its way, nerfing IFVs and so on. So we will see where it stands afterwards. But it likely is still going to be one of the best mech divisions out there, as it has a really good mech core and good support units all around. A decent forward deployment as well, as it has a lot of veterancy, some free veterancy around, and so on. So let's jump into 56 VDV, its strengths, and its couple of weaknesses. And we start, as always, in the logistics step, where you already get a good bunch of units. Bellejour or Chaika as free availability leaders. Both decent options. The Bellejour is cheaper, so we go with that. Then you have Ural, Krus 255B, and an Mi-8 helicopter here as your logistics units, going around and helping out your frontline units, your artillery, to keep on being reloaded and getting around here on the battlefield. In the infantry tab, you have a fantastic mix. You have BMP2s, you have strong 14 hit point infantry, something that you usually don't get as packed that easily. You get some fast units in BTRs. The RPG-16, also a unique little weapon with its 1025 meter range, can hit out quite nicely. Decent Conquerors launchers, as per usual. And then, some EGS here on BTRs with the Medis units. These can be helpful as well to win out the early fights. And then also some units in helicopters, and in special helicopters at that, as you get transport Mi-24Ds for your Dejant Afghansis. Those get some rocket pods and some guns. They are a classic Mi-24, decently fast, good damage, good hit points. Can come around. No ATGM and so on, so it's still somewhat overpriced, but getting 4 availability out of them, being able to do some risky openers if the enemy has a division that could get punished by it and so on, can be really helpful. And that is really another nice little thing that this division can get, spreading it out in its capabilities, and meaning that it can really check all the boxes. Artillery is where its formerly most OP unit, still strong unit, comes with the M240 cluster. The trajectory that it flies at now means that it is a good bit more dodgeable, and the rate of fire has been reduced a bit as well. So it isn't there for all games anymore. You don't want to bring this around in every single game that you play, but in some matches where it goes a bit slower, where the enemy stands still, and their tank blobs have to be at specific spots, it's still a monster. And there you can still bring this around really nicely. And you still get good other artillery in this deck as well. You get the D30s, which can come out really helpful in the early game, with great aim time here, with the free veterancy. And you also get Nonas, which can push up to the front line nicely, help out there with direct fire from the front line pretty cheaply as well. I would go with veterancy there as well, as both good guns, and they can push up to the front line quite easily. So Nona, Cluster, and the D30 here doing a really good job, and the free veterancy on the artillery helping out this division a lot as well. Then we come to the tank tab. Tank tab, where we have a fantastic tank with the T62 MD as well. The MD1, not so great, only there for the fire support. The main gun with the low rate of fire and so on is not that great, but the free veterancy helping out a bit here as well. And the MD with the ATGM is amazing. This ATGM for a 160 point tank makes such a big difference. The MDK being helpful as a CV here, but the MD is really where it's at. This the Bastion ATGM coming out of the gun, long range, fast, hard hitting, one-shotting most IFVs. Really, really key for a lot of duels, next to all the BMP2s that you get here. And then the Recon tab is amazing as well. You get a forward deploy unit that comes with an AGS unit that can help you win against other infantry squads on the front line. And it comes with a stinger and an AT weapon to deal a good AT weapon at that, plus smoke. So it can disengage when needed. It can engage against vehicles. It can engage against helicopters, stop enemy helicopter openers, help out against planes as well. This thing is fantastic and really can win you a lot of fights early on. The Spetsnaz GIU, so key for this division. The forward deployment of this, really grabbing you the ground that a lot of other mechanized divisions can't get early on that easily. And that really makes a lot of difference for this division. And then you can follow that up already with BMP-2Ds right behind it, with the Razvedka BMD-2 here, the Mod Razvedka. So you have a mechanized force coming in quickly against stronger helicopter divisions. You can come in with the ZU-23 as well behind that, and just bring out a good anti-helicopter, good anti-ground clearing unit, and just clean out stuff with that. And then you even have a decent Recon helicopter that has the jammer, reducing enemy vision. You can either use it for getting early intelligence with a kind of suicide run at the beginning, or just as a jammer helicopter, constantly getting you information about the enemy, being a good source of intel there as well. AA is the one of the few weak spots of this division. You don't have any long-range AA. But you still get decent shore with Iglas in ZU-23s. That's good fire support against infantry. That's good anti-helicopter. And with the veterancy and the low aim time, thanks to it, actually also kind of decent when planes come around. And yeah, helping out the Iglas here as well with the accuracy and the aim time. So 12 of those with veterancy, still pretty good. Strela 10, decent as well, but yeah, not great against planes, decent against helicopters. So against planes, you have to be careful with this division. That's the only thing that can kind of kill you outright. Like when you lose the air war and you could get air bullied, that's something that can snowball. Outside of that, you can just get beaten by being out microed and out positioned. But currently, the efficiency of this division is fantastic. The helicopter tab, pretty good as well. You get the Escorti, which can fire the long-range rockets, which can fire the R-60 against enemy helicopters, and has a decent amount of its own rockets as well. And then you have Mi-24V rockets, which with the Cocon and normal rocket pods can help out against enemy ground units in any kind of form nicely as well. Mixing in nicely with the Mi-24Ds here, so yeah, really, really good mix there. And then you have an air tab where you have great anti-tank capabilities with the MiG-27s. So if the enemy brings any heavier tanks, these guys with the KH-27L and KH-29Ts can be really helpful. The MiG-23 MLD are cost efficient. They are not the best fighters, so you can be somewhat beaten here as well in numbers, but you usually can run around the enemy there as well. You want to bring this one. That was a mistake by me there. The AA2 gets the better missiles, so yeah, one of the good missiles, one being a bit cheaper, but still having long-range missiles. Pretty key factor here as well. The MiG-27 with good missiles, really helpful there. MLD AA2. So this division can do decent in the air as well, but you have to be careful. You want to use them defensively. You don't want to rush enemy helicopters or anything with that. You have enough on the ground for that. So strengths of this deck: fantastic mechanized, fantastic recon opener, and good support units around as well. Good helicopters, good artillery, good tanks, good air. So yeah, the fantastic mechanized force supported by the fantastic recon, the super cost efficient support. That's really strong. Weaknesses, as I said, no long range AA, and that's kind of it for the big ones. You kind of lack high AP on the ground. That's maybe a slight weakness as well. You don't have anything with higher than Conqueror's Pen, but Conqueror's Pen is decently high already, though something with slightly higher damage would be helpful, but a lot of pack divisions have that issue, so it's not really that massive of an issue. And yeah, then you also don't have any big guns, I guess, but you still have enough artillery, you have the clusters, so really finding a third weakness for this deck is hard. Let me know down below if you find a third weakness here right now in this deck. They might get some with future patches, but currently it just doesn't feel like they have a third weakness, and that's why they are the S tier division that they are. And yep, see you all in the next one, guys, where we're gonna bring the OP division into ranked. And have a nice day.